some scenarios. Here's some mentoring points here. So the scenario is that there is coaching hours encroachment. And so what happens here is a coach agrees to meet with the coachee outside of regular hours. But over time, the coachee repeatedly contacts the coach during personal time. This is a big one, and I hear about this all the time. So, what's the impact of this? Well, the coach begins to feel overwhelmed and resentful, but feels obligated to respond for fear of losing the coaching client. Here's your mentoring point: you have to set those clear time boundaries early on, because that's going to help to manage the expectations, and you have to be consistent in that. All right, let's look at another scenario, and I'm going to give you a mentoring point. This one is called scope creep. This happens all of the time as well. A coaching client starts asking for additional services like personal favors or consulting without compensation. The coach feels uncomfortable but is unsure how to refuse. Here's the impact of this: the coach's sense of professionalism and value begins to erode, and your coaching client loses respect for those boundaries. Here's your mentoring point: always emphasize the importance of defining the coaching relationship and staying within that scope. And this is what makes consistency very important. Let's look at another example here. This is inconsistent payment terms. I hear about this a lot within the coaching community. So here, a coach agreed to a flexible payment terms for a coachee, and over time, the coachee begins to delay payments or requests additional time without discussion. Here's the impact of this: the coach feels financially stressed and undervalued, but fears confrontation. Your mentoring point is boundaries. Know this: boundaries around payments and fees are essential for sustaining a business and valuing your services. So, very important. I want you to go back through this and read it again. I want to give you some examples of boundary setting.